So I'm going to show you this technique whenever you need just a little bit of bias binding, not a whole lot if you're doing something small, or in this case we need to bind the inner circle of a tree skirt. We cut the 12-inch square, so you can cut a square any size, 12 inches is good. And then what we're going to do is just cut that square in half diagonally. And then we're going to piece the two units together like this. So into kind of a diamond. So you want to lay these two together and just sew the seam right here. And I've done that with this piece. So as you can see, now I pieced these two together, so I have this long diamond here. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to lay it this way so that that tip of the diamond is up this way, and then fold it in half so that the sides here are aligned. The sides here and here. And so now I'm going to grab my Stripology ruler, put it right on top. I align a horizontal line here on the bottom. Now I like to cut my binding at 2 1/4 inches normally. So you can do that. What I'm going to use this one for is to make a bias tape to go around the opening here of my tree skirt. So I like to cut it just a little bit wider, so I'm going to cut it at 2 1/2 inches. But of course that's completely optional. So I'm going to cut through the 0, 2 1/2, 5, and 7 1/2. So now we have 3 bias strips that we can then piece together, and they already have angled ends. So all we got to do is lay the angled ends together like this and sew them together to make a long bias strip. But this is a great way if you just need just a little bit of bias binding or bias tape, and you can use this method.